to put it mildly. I mean, it is a huge bummer. It was an amazing fight, one of the most important fights really in the history of the lightweight division. Khabib Gives is one of the very few guys that has remained undefeated, dominating everyone in his path, and he had, in my opinion, the toughest test in front of him in Tony Ferguson, but was unable to make weight. I think it is the biggest problem in MMA today, the weight cutting, and I would love to see us move towards a time where fighters fight at their natural way.
Question, just trying to get some clarity on something about Ferguson. In the past, when guys have had opponents pull out at the last minute and it wasn't their fault, they've received their show money, but this one's unique, obviously, with the title on the line and a co-main event. Is there anything you can tell us?
Yeah, we've never done that.
So no show money was paid?
No, he got paid. He did get paid, but he did. Yeah, so what would have been different was if he would have called Dr. Davidson or Brianna, the two who handle all the medical stuff for the UFC, they would have brought him right to the hospital. Apparently he was treated horribly at Sunrise Hospital. Shocker, here in Vegas. I mean, that's no shock, but he should have gone to Valley Hospital. He should have been with Doc D. Doc D would have got him right in. They would have checked his vitals. They would have, seen where he was. But when you walk into just some random hospital here in Las Vegas and they see the guy and they tell him he's waiting cut, they just start filling him full of fluids. I mean, that's immediately what they do. They bring you in, they stick in the IV and start, Doc D would have took him in, checked his vitals, seen where he was. I'm not saying that the fight could have been saved, but maybe it could have.
Thanking Frank and Lorenzo Fertitta. Myself and most of the people in this industry wouldn't be where we are today without them. So thank you, Frank and Lorenzo, my staff at the UFC, and obviously the fighters. Without you, none of this would happen. So thank you guys. I always appreciate it. And fighters only, and Rob Hewitt. Rob, I know how much you put into this thing every year, personally. I know what this thing means to you, and I love the fact that we have a night. Let's be honest. This sport doesn't get respected the way other sports do. We're working on that, but let's be honest, we don't. And Rob does this, spends his own money, and everybody gets to get celebrated one time a year. So thank you, Rob Hewitt, Fighters Only. And this is the moment that really matters because the best critics in the world vote on this one, the fans.